Thanks for tuning in to WagerTalk TV. I'm Ross the Boss Benjamin of WagerTalk.com. Today is Wednesday, December the 3rd, and I got two college basketball winners for you tonight in this video, and they both come in the SEC versus ACC Challenge in games between the Clemson Tigers and Alabama Crimson Tide, and also North Carolina State and the Auburn Tigers. These four teams are a good bet to be in the NCAA tournament at the season's end, and wouldn't be surprised to see a couple of them at least go into a deep run in the NCAA tournament as well. Who will come out on top in these two games? I have those answers and much more in just a second, folks. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, Wager Talk TV, please take a second to do so. Hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. And while you're at it, click on the alert notification bell for Wager Talk TV. You'll be notified immediately upon any of our great content going up on our great channel. Also, be kind enough to give my video a like today. It's a small token of your appreciation for the work, time, and effort I put into bringing you a quality free pick video each and every time I appear here on Wager Talk TV. So it certainly would be appreciated, folks. Just hit that like button for me. Also, let us know who you like on Wednesday's college basketball card. Plenty of action to choose from. Just leave your pick or picks in the comments section. Be sure to be nice and respectful to one another. We're going to disagree on occasion, and that's okay as long as we don't turn it into a war, folks. Let's keep it a positive community. I thank everybody for doing their best to make that happen. All right, so let's start with Clemson and Alabama, 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time slated tip. This game will be played at Alabama, and it will be televised nationally by ESPNU. Alabama opened as a 10-point favorite in this contest with a total of 164.5, and now as we speak, Alabama's either a 10 or 10.5 point favorite, depending on where you look. And the total is anywhere from 167 to 168.5. Clemson, 7-1 this year. Impressive start to the year, but we must keep in mind Clemson has played the number 335 ranked strength of schedule. There's only 365 teams playing Division I basketball this year, and Clemson ranks 335 out of the 336 in terms of the strength of schedule they faced. Their lone loss this year did come against Georgetown, 79-74, and according to KenPom, Georgetown is ranked number 88th in the country right now. So something to keep in mind there. You can't always go by records, because if you go by records, Clemson has the better record, and yet they're a 10 to 10.5 point underdog in this matchup, and Alabama's 5-2. However, the Crimson Tide have played the second toughest schedule in America this year. Their only losses coming to number 2 Purdue by 7 and number 5 Gonzaga by 10. Alabama is coming off back-to-back wins over UNLV and Maryland in blowout fashion. They beat UNLV 115-76 and Maryland 105-72. They also own quality wins over number 18 St. John's at Madison Square Garden. So they pretty much did that on the road. And also, what could be considered a road game as well against number 17 Illinois. They won 90-86 in a game that was played in Chicago, the home of the Chicago Bulls. So two very, very impressive wins there. And of course, their two losses this season against Purdue and Gonzaga, nothing to be ashamed of there. Despite this very tough slate, Alabama is number 3 in offensive efficiency, averaging 125.4 points scored per 100 possessions, and they're also number 38 in defensive efficiency, which is very rare for a team to be ranked that high in both categories. But having said that, and especially Alabama, their enigma has been their defensive play in recent seasons. They've always had the ability to score, but they're number 38 in defensive efficiency, allowing 99 points per 100 possessions. So less than 1 point per possession. And I'm going to take Alabama here. I would take Alabama anywhere from minus 11 or lower over Clemson on Wednesday evening. So there you have it. Let's get to the next game. NC State at Auburn, 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time opening tip. This game will be nationally televised by ESPN. Auburn opened as a 4-point favorite, and the total 163.5. The Tigers are now a 7.5-point favorite, and the total is anywhere from 164.5 to 165.5. NC State is number 8 in offensive efficiency this year, averaging 122.6 points per 100 offensive possessions. They're also number 6 nationally in three-point offense, making 42.6% of their three-point shot attempts, and number 68 in tempo, which is something we can't ignore when we're looking at a total like I am in this game. They averaged 71.3 offensive possessions per 40 minutes played. So anytime you're in the top 20% of any category in college basketball, it's a noteworthy item. NC State is also off a 102-97 win over Texas, and it marked the 4th time in 7 games they've scored 94 points or more. However, they've also allowed 85.7 points per contest over their last 3 games. So not only is this a team that likes to play up-tempo basketball, shoots the three well, is very efficient on the offensive end of the floor, but they also give up a lot of points in return. And tonight they're going to be playing one of the better teams in the nation offensively, Auburn, number 12 in offensive efficiency, 122.4 points scored per 100 possession or 100 offensive possessions. They've scored 84 points in 6 of 8 games this year. Their last 4 games, they've averaged 98.8 points per game. In the last 3, those last 3 games came against some pretty good competition in St. John's, number 1 Michigan, and Oregon. 2 times they failed to score 84 points were against number 8 Houston and also number 1 Michigan. And in those 2 teams, Houston and Michigan, by the way, the top 2 teams nationally in defensive efficiency. So a little bit of an excuse for them there not to reach the 84-point barrier those 2 times out of 8 games. This total is this high for a reason, folks. I'm going with NC State and Auburn over the total of 166 or lower. Again, I'm giving you a parameter where I cut it off, 166 or lower. And also at Alabama, I like Alabama at minus 11 or lower. Right now they're at 10 or 10.5. So there you have it, folks. Those are my 2 free picks in the SEC ACC Challenge in college basketball on Wednesday, December the 3rd. Folks, all sports since May 13th, 226 and 158, 59% with a net profit on an humongous net profit of 176.64 units. Also, NBA college basketball combined on a 44 and 24 run. That's 65% and made a net profit of 51.42 units during that run. You can get my full court pass right now, which gives you 3 days of college basketball and NBA picks, including 5% best bets if I put one out over a 3-day period of time. And if I happen to pass on any one of those days, we'll extend the package as well. So 3 days, $49. It's called our full court access pass. And you can get that right at my personal link, which is wt.buzz/RB. For Ross the Boss Benjamin and WagerTalk TV, take care and God bless, folks.